guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It has been a very long time since I've pulled out the camera. I'm probably gonna be looking at myself and then looking at the camera like back and forth, so sorry about that. The camera might also fall. I already see her slipping a little bit. In this video we're gonna be doing a little get to know me because I've realized I haven't really introduced myself like that to you guys. Oh my god, I'm like staring everywhere. I've never introduced myself, so I just thought this is a video that has to be done because I've been on YouTube for like a year now and you guys don't really know anything about me, which you guys probably already know everything about me because I literally post all my business on social media but never on YouTube. So we're just gonna do a little get to know me. I have my little notebook right here and I wrote down some topics because I will not freaking remember. I would have been like, dude, I was gonna say something else but I don't remember what it was gonna be. So I just wrote a little list, and throughout the like way I might come up with other topics. But we're gonna start with like the little basics. I'm gonna like be checking everything off. Dude, I have to like write it down because then I'm just not gonna know what I'm talking about and I'm probably gonna ramble about random ass stuff, but that's okay. Start off, I'm 17 years old and I'm a senior this year. I graduate this year, dude. I cannot believe it. You guys probably already knew that, but I am the youngest to 3 sisters. I have an older sister that's 27. I think she's 27 or she just turned 28. I don't know. Middle sister is Lisbeth. She is 20 years old. She turns 21 in a couple of months and that is fucking crazy. 3 years apart from her, and then I can't do my math. I don't know how apart I am with my older sister, but my middle sister lives with us. She's always lived with us, and then my older sister does not live here. She actually lives in California with her family, so we rarely see her. Talking about my older sister, she literally just left. She was just visiting us, so yeah, I'm the youngest to 2, so you can imagine that. I do have my little rat, my little chihuahua. His name is Chicharito. I don't know if you guys have seen him throughout my videos. You probably have. I've had him since I was a little baby. Like literally we've had him since I was 3 years old and I'm 17 now. Like you guys do the math. It's been a long time with him and he's honestly my best fucking friend. Like I love my dog so much. He's my comfort person. Like he's my comfort dog. I don't know, dude. I love him so much and he's such a bitch. He's so rude and so disrespectful and he's old now. He's grumpy all the time. He's moody and just he's not in his best of minds, but he's still my best friend. He sleeps with me. He does everything with me. I love him so much. So seeing throughout the years how much older and older he's gotten, and low-key like makes me sad because I'm like, any day he could just not wake up and it's like I cannot imagine my life without that little thing. Like he's been with me since I was 3 years old, so it's like crazy. And the only reason we got him was because there was like this myth going on that if you have asthma and you sleep with a chihuahua, apparently the asthma gets like transferred to the chihuahua or whatever, and my sister suffered with terrible asthma when she was a little girl, so that's literally the only reason my parents got Chicharito. And she would sleep with him. He was literally like this and my sister's asthma just disappeared and the dog is perfectly fine. Like honestly he's been fine, but recently you could tell that he struggles breathing a lot. 1, because he's super overweight, and 2, because he's super old, and maybe because you never know, maybe the myth was true and he got the asthma. But yeah, that was a little Mexican myth and that's literally the only reason why my parents got the dog, and it worked. So I love him so much. Let's see, I am currently working at a casino, and there's days that I hate my job and there's days that I love it. It's a little love-hate relationship with my job, but you know that's how it is everywhere. I've been working since I've been like 12 to 13 years old, around that like age, and you're probably like, who the hell's gonna hire a 12-year-old? Well, I have a tia that owns her own little business and her shop used to be literally like a couple of houses down from mine, so after school I would work with her, or like on the weekends I would work with her, and then her business started growing and then she transferred into a new location that's so much bigger and she's doing so good right now. And when she opened the new location, I was working with her there for like a while. Like she was the first person that like actually gave me a job, and like I could buy myself little stuff, which I never saved up money since I started working. Like me encanta gastar el dinero, dude. Like I love shopping, online shopping, buying food, bitch. Yo no soy coda para nada. I fucking love buying food. I fucking love buying everything. Like si se me antoja algo, I'm like, bitch, you worked your ass for that shit. Like, come on, spoil yourself. And I do. And I tend to do that a lot, bitch. And I really have tried to mature when it comes to money wise, but it's really hard. It's really fucking hard. So yeah, I worked with her for almost a year when she opened up the new location. And then I started working at the casino where I'm at now. I've been working at the casino for almost a year, and I hit my year in, I want to say, November, October, around there. And bitch, I ask myself every single day while I'm still there, because honestly, it could be a very shitty place to work at sometimes, but it's literally around the corner from my house. It's super easy. I love my schedule. Sometimes I love who I work with, sometimes I don't. Like, it's just a love-hate relationship, like I said. So my goal right now for what I'm trying to do is save up for... Bitch, what was I trying to say? Because I'm not trying to save up for shit. Like, what the fuck am I trying to say? Am I trying to sound like inspirational or something? Because I'm not even trying to save up for nothing right now. Like, my bank account, super fucking low. Like, many of you guys have asked me before, nobody has asked me before, that just sounded good in my head. But anyways, I have loved to be on social media. Like, I am telling you guys, like, ever since I was a little girl, I always said I'm gonna be a YouTuber. I'm gonna be a YouTuber. Like, I'm not gonna work, I'm not gonna go to school, I'm not gonna do anything, because me voy a poder mantener with just my YouTube channel. Like, since I was a little girl, like, I know when you're little kids, like, you know, you make fake little vlogs, or you're like recording your tablet or shit, like with your cousins, and you're pretending to do all this stuff, right? Well, I was one of those kids. I used to have a tablet where I used to record videos, and I would also record on my mom's phone. There's actually this video that my mom has in her old phone. It is super freaking funny. She went into her friend's house, and I stayed in the car, and I was like recording, and my crooked ass teeth, and I was like trying to do some transitions, right? And I was like transitioning into my mouth and transitioning it out, and I was like, hey guys, so I'm currently outside. My mom doesn't know I have her phone. It's the most cringiest, funniest video ever, but that's where my fucking career started, bitch. Like, that's where it started. I never made a YouTube channel because I never knew how to do that stuff. I know there's kids that like used to have YouTube channels and actually uploaded videos. I knew I always wanted to do this. I remember telling my mom that I was gonna, no, I told my dad, and my dad's always been my #1 hater. I was like, dude, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel, this and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, estás loca, who the hell's gonna watch your videos? Like, literally nobody cares, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what, just because you told me that, I'm gonna do it. And that always stuck to my head. I'm like, bro, he really doesn't freaking believe in me. And my mom has always supported me, like, always. She's like my #1 supporter. She helped me buy my camera. She watches all my videos. Like, I love my mom so freaking much, and my dad's just there. It's like, whatever, I'm doing this to make my mom happy, you do you. But anyways, yeah, so I really want to continue doing this. I know that I don't post as many videos as I should be posting, because I'm very fucking lazy, and I keep saying I'm gonna record, and I never freaking do. So I really want to try to do this a lot more, because I really have no excuse, dude. I barely work. I only work 3 days a week. I go to school, but I get out super early every single day. It's like I have the time to do it, I just don't, you know what I mean? But next question. As many of you guys know, I'm in a relationship. I have a boyfriend. We've been together for 3 years, and literally that's the only person I talk about. I'm constantly talking and rambling, posting on social media about me and my boyfriend. Like, literally love him so freaking much. We've been together for 3 years, and to think about it is crazy. Like, time goes by so fast. Like, we started talking during COVID, like during that time, and then we started getting serious freshman year, and then it was just like a whole thing. But you know, being in a relationship with a strict Mexican family is almost freaking impossible. And I just want to talk to you guys about how it was at the beginning of my boyfriend and I's relationship, because it honestly felt like hell when it came to my parents and us, because they made my life freaking miserable when it came to me and my boyfriend. Like, they almost seemed like they didn't want us together. Like, they were always trying to do everything to not have us see each other. Like, it was just a whole freaking thing. And I understand, you know, my parents were raised differently. I'm the like baby of the family. Like, literally I'm the first one out of all of my sisters that has brought a boyfriend to the house, that has actually introduced a boyfriend or a boy or anyone to my parents. And for my dad to be like, oh my god, like, she's a little girl, she's the baby of the family, and she has a freaking boyfriend. Like, bitch, what is she thinking? Like, I understand all those things went through my dad's head. Like, she's finally growing up. But dude, my dad was so strict, dude. Like, I would constantly argue and argue and argue with my dad. Like, it was arguments, like I wouldn't talk to him, like it was a whole thing. And my mom was two-faced, dude. Like, I love my mom so much, but she would always take his side when he was there. Like, if it was just me and her, she like agree with me, but then when it came to the three of us having a conversation, she would take his side. Like, it was a whole thing, dude. Of course, like, you're gonna want to hang out with your boyfriend, you're gonna want to go out, do all these things. And the way I was raised compared to the way my boyfriend was raised, completely different environments too. Like, my boyfriend has the most chillest parents in the freaking world. Like, super chill. Like, you could go out, like, you just tell them like, hey, I'm going here, and they're like, okay, like, bet, like, be safe, have fun. And with my dad, it's like I have to like ask him like weeks prior, like, can you please let me do this person's gonna be here, like, let me meet their parents, like, you know, the typical strict parents. And just being with someone that had like the chillest parents ever, it always made me like super like, damn, why the hell are my parents like this? Like, I love my parents and everything, but there were so many times where his family would invite me to places and like, come on, like, ask her to come and this and that, and I'd ask for permission and my dad's like, no. And I'd be like, what's the like reason? Like, you know, give me a little excuse of why. Like, it's not like I have something to do, it's not like I have something planned with you guys. And he'd be like, because I said so, like, because I said so. And I'm like, dude, it's not just because I said so. Like, give me a freaking reason. Like, I know you just don't want me to hang out with him because you just don't feel like letting me hang out with him, but like, it was always little stuff like that. And there were so many times where my boyfriend's sister would want to come and ask my dad for permission to let me hang out with them, and I'd be like, no, like, that's like a terrible idea, because that would just make my dad even more mad. Like, it was just a whole thing. And now, bitch, my dad loves my boyfriend, dude. Like, loves. And I know I've said this before in a video, I'm pretty sure, but my dad has so much respect for my boyfriend because my boyfriend respected all of his rules. Before my boyfriend actually officially asked me to be his girlfriend, he actually came to the house when I wasn't here. I was hanging out with some friends, and he came to the house and he talked to both of my parents. Like, he literally asked them for permission to ask me out, and that right there proved to my dad, like, okay, this is like a good kid for my daughter. Like, I actually really like him, because that's how my like dad was raised. Like, he was raised very strictly, and my boyfriend followed every single one of his rules. That right there like just shows enough to my dad, like, okay, like, this kid actually has manners, is respectful, was raised right. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, when you're a parent and your daughter pops up with, oh my god, I have a boyfriend, of course all these things are gonna go through your head. And there's some stuff that has happened before in the past that my dad has went through with my other sisters, so of course it's like, okay, he's gonna have trust issues. But you guys, it was literally all freaking worth it. Like, if you guys are going through this right now, trust me, I promise you, patience is key. And I love my boyfriend so much for having so much patience when it came to my parents, because if it was any other guy that actually didn't really care and didn't really have feelings for me, he would have been like, okay, whatever, like, your parents are doing too much right now, like, they're being too complicated, I'm gonna just go on to the next. But no, my boyfriend respected everything. He was super patient. Like, to this day, he literally is so freaking respectful. Like, I love him so much. And it's so crazy to think that I've been on family trips with my boyfriend. Like, sometimes I'm like talking to his parents, and it's like, if we were in this position 3 years ago, like, this wouldn't even be happening right now because of how strict my parents were. Like, it was crazy. I've been to Universal, I've been camping with them, I go out sometimes with them, like, and it's just to think, like, if they were to ask about all these stuff in the past, it would be like, damn, I wouldn't see myself going through all this with him because of how strict my parents were. And now my parents are the chillest people in the world now. I feel like I'm like, hey, like, I'm gonna go here, and they're like, okay, like, good. Like, it just took time. So I'm telling you guys, patience is key, dude. Like, patience is fucking key. Like, that's the number one thing you need in a fucking relationship, because a relationship isn't just two people. Like, if you really want to be in a relationship and you care about your family, like, you're gonna want them all to like know each other and this and that. Like, you're gonna want them to go be weird and actually like each other. So just like sitting here and talking about this, it's like, it's crazy to think that it's been 3 freaking years. 3. Like, I love him so much, dude. Like, that's my fucking best friend, that's my soulmate, that's my everything. I love him so much. So yeah, you guys, if you guys are going through anything similar, if you have super strict parents, you know, just wait on it and just keep doing you. Like, obviously you're gonna go through some shit and it's gonna be super stressful, super annoying, so many fights and arguments and screaming and yelling and just saying stuff to each other that you don't even mean. But at the end, it's gonna be worth it, trust me. I promise you, it's gonna be worth it. Especially if the guy is worth fighting for, it's gonna be worth it. Like, just keep going, because dude, at the end of the day, it's like, damn, I just can't believe it. I want to talk about is what I'm gonna do after school, because like I said, when I was a little girl, I used to say I'm not gonna go to school, I'm just not gonna go to school, like YouTube is gonna, you know, make enough money for me, bitch. No, it's fucking not. Like, let's be realistic. Like, maybe in the future I will grow and I will get more subscribers and I will actually do this a lot more, but being realistic, at the point where I am on my YouTube channel right now, like, it just doesn't make sense to not go to school and think, okay, like, this is something that is gonna mantenerme and pay my fucking bills, because bitch, it's not, because I'm not making shit right now. So I just like watching my videos sometimes and looking back and just, you know, enjoy my videos, because it takes time recording videos and editing them, and it's like sometimes it's worth it, sometimes it's not, because sometimes I just get like 5 viewers, 0 likes, 0 nothing, I don't grow at all, but bitch, it is worth it at the end. Like, I love doing this shit, like, I fucking love it. But yeah, back to the point, I am gonna go to school for a long time. I just didn't want to go. Like, I just wanted to take a gap year and just work and work and work. I know myself, if I take a gap year, I'm not gonna go back to school. Like, there's just no way I'm gonna go back, because school has never, bitch, ever been something I've enjoyed doing. Like, I rarely showed up to school last year. The year before was when I started my habits of ditching, and then once that started, that just kept getting worse and worse and worse, and I was barely in school last year, and it was just a whole thing. This year is my last year. I'm only taking 4 classes compared to taking, I think it's 7 classes that everyone else takes. So I'm just saying, bitch, just work your ass off. If you're in your junior year, just work and work and work. Try to actually show up to school, because at the end it's very much worth it. The only reason I got 3 off periods was because I took a science class where I got an OSHA card, and if it wasn't for that OSHA card, I would be taking so much more classes than just 4. So I am so grateful that I have the opportunity to only be going to school for 4 classes. I go to 3 classes one day and 1 class another day, so it's just so perfect. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go to my community college, go there for 2 years, and then after that, I don't know if I'm gonna transfer, like what the hell I'm gonna freaking do. But for sure, I want to go to school for business. I want to be my own business owner. I want to, I don't know, open a shop, open a little cafe, an ice cream shop. I don't know what I want to do, but I really want to be my own business owner. I don't want to have to depend on other people telling me what to do, because let me tell you, bitch, something about me is I hate, dude, I freaking hate not having control. Like, I have control when it comes to everything and anything. I have no patience for other people. Like, in my world, it's all about me, bitch. Like, it's really all about me, and just being able to be my own boss and say that I run my own business is something that I will always want to accomplish. So that's like my number 1 goal, is having my own business, going to school for that, graduating. I literally haven't done any research of how much school I have to do for that. Literally nothing. This is me just talking out of my ass, because I don't know. Like, maybe I will end up taking a gap year. Like, maybe I won't even go to school. Like, maybe I'm just gonna be a fucking buster for the rest of my fucking life. Like, bitch, I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass. But from this moment right now, I for sure want to go to school. Like, just get that shit over with. Like, just jump straight to it so that I could get it over with like this. Because, bitch, I know I'm not gonna want to go. Like, I just fucking know it. What else should we talk about? Let's see. That is everything I have on my list. I'm probably gonna do a little part 2 to this video, because this video is super long already. But I just love talking, and honestly, I don't know if any of this made sense, like literally at all, but I just was blurting out words. But I really wanted to do a little get ready with me while I talked about myself, but I cannot multitask for shit. Like, I would literally never finish my makeup if I was doing this, and this video would have probably been 20 times longer than it is now. So I'm just gonna stop here, and I'm just gonna post this part of the video. I'm for sure gonna make up more questions, more little stuff for me to answer, some advice to give you guys. I really want to make a video about my acne journey, because that is something I did go through, and it was one of the toughest parts of my life. So I for sure want to do that video, because when I had my acne and I was going through all that, and I would see influencers and just people around me make videos and stuff like that, just talking about it, it was just so comforting, just knowing that eventually it would be over. And I just want to give someone that feeling, because it's something that no one will understand how it feels unless you're going through it. Like, you cannot judge anyone at all by something you've heard from someone or something you see them do. Like, nothing unless you're the one going through it, because you just never fucking know. Like, you cannot judge someone unless you're in their fucking shoes. Like, there is shit that is very much something you don't want to wish upon anyone, and that is one of them. So I'm gonna for sure film that video one day. I want to show you guys progress pictures, everything I did, everything I went through, all the shit I used that didn't help, like literally everything. I talk about it from the beginning to the end, because that is a journey I went through, and for sure want to talk to you guys about it. So I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Really hope you enjoyed it. Love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.